Hi, I'm an old guy and I do maths. And a question came up today, and it was this, as you see there. How is a simple profit determined and measured? And what I mean by a simple profit is the sort of thing that we were discussing with this question. The person concerned was interested in the profit that was obtained when I think it was a stock was bought for this and sold for this. Okay, so how do we determine the profit? Well, that's pretty simple, I hope. It is the difference between this and this, provided there are no other costs. Now we're going to assume that there are no other costs. So profit is equal to 310 minus 174. And for this, we don't need anything more complex than this. So 310 minus 174. Okay, we have a profit of $136. Now, the question then arose, well, how much of a profit is that? Yes, it's $136, but is there a way of measuring it that can be sort of standardized so that if you have another circumstance like this, where you buy here, sell here, or worse, if you buy here and sell here, and you need to quantify your loss, is there a way in which you can do this? Well, that's what percentages were invented for. So, how do we measure the profit? Well, we start with this number, and it forms the denominator of a fraction. And what we're trying to measure is how much this is of that. So it is 136 1/74. Now, in order to do this, normally, because you've got a fraction ending in even numbers, you try and simplify that, but that's not what we're about here. What we're actually going to do is we're going to divide 136 by 174. So 136 divided by 174 is equal to 0.78, we'll say 1/6. Now, that's a decimal, so if we multiply that by 100, what we get is we get a profit of 78.16%. And it's probably time to pay some tax, I guess. So that is how a profit is determined in the simplest of simplest ways. We'll look into how a profit is determined when there are other expenses involved at a later date. And how it's measured is traditionally by way of percentage. So you take your actual profit and you divide it by whatever the purchase cost of the item was, or whatever the whatever you started with, and you wind up with a decimal. Multiply that by 100, you get a percentage. Anyway, I wish this had been me. It wasn't. On that note, thank you for watching, and if this was interesting, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.